Cold email is fucking broken. It is falling apart at the seams as we speak. What's happening in the market and in the world of cold email?
I'm trying to understand, like, for those who don't know, which if you don't know, you're living under a rock, because everyone and their mother was trying to get and siphon as much attention as possible by posting the outreach.io public service announcement they put out about Google's rollout of spam. I'm trying to put myself in Google's shoes and understand why it is they're doing it. And I think it's because, just like anything, Google makes money in certain ways. One of those ways, and predominant one of those ways, is through advertising. And cold email is a form of free advertising that takes away from paid advertising. And if they can, in any way, shape, or form, force dollars out of cold email, which they don't get to see a dollar of, which you could argue they could by having like users of G Suite or whatever, but to like a predictable, legitimate, proven advertising platform, which is, where they make a lot of their money. I think it's why they're doing that. I don't know fully, but anyways, nonetheless, I think that cold email's fucked, and a lot of it has been coming for a long time. We've been watching open rates drop. We've been watching Google dabble with a little bit of some rollouts of some shutdowns and some spam and things of that nature. So I think that we've been moving away from it a long time ago. Thankfully, we've seen a lot of things in the marketplace. We've been ahead of nearly all of these things that are coming. But I think that folks who fail to adapt, I was talking to a big cold email guy the other day. He's a big deliverability guy. And he was cackling, laughing at how dumb organizations are. So a lot of folks are on outreach.io, the sales lofts of the world, the apollo.ios, whatever the sales engagement platform is. These platforms were not built for today's cold email, right? They were built with one or two domains in mind. And there was not a massive spam issue where Google was going to shut down a domain because they're spam reported. At least not until there was a high enough threshold. And most people could fall underneath that. Now, today, where they're saying that 0.3% will be considered shut downable, right? If you have 0.3%. So to put that in perspective, that's only 3 reports on 1,000 emails.
Holy shit.
That, if I sent that to like 1,000 grandmas from grandchildren, that grandchildren would probably get shut down, right? Like they're probably going to fall into that. So here's what people don't think about why this is a major shit show for organizations, is because a lot of organizations, especially the mid-market enterprise who are slow to move and adapt, is they use the same domain for internal comms as they do for external cold email. And so if your SDR team goes ham on the market and they send too many that get pumped into a spam bucket, right, 0.3% or more, then you are putting your entire organization at risk for not being able to communicate with the market. Internal clients, internal employees, and external prospects. So I don't know where to take that other than we should not be dabbling in the cold email space at all. I think that it's as good as dead. I do think there are 1% of people who are going to figure out some ways around it through, using smart lead, multiple inboxes, even like warm-ups have to change. But yeah, I'm not bullish on it at all.
With the 30 seconds we got left here, what about one-to-one, like targeted accounts-based email?
I think that people are trying to make an argument that, then you just need to get better targeting. You just need to get better personalization. You just need to be more contextual. Like, yes, that is going to help you than spamming the shit out of the market. But I still think you run a massive risk. So my approach, what I would do and what we're still going to do is I think you need to have a ton of inboxes, domains, a ton of domains, a ton of inboxes within those, or inboxes within those domains. And I think that you need to take a completely account-based approach for every email. It needs to be one-to-one, but it also needs to be auto-rotating amongst 15 domains if you want to stay above board. Now, the one challenge people might run into is if Google gets smart enough to know that where you purchase your domain from, right? If the IP address is the same as a flagged shutdown issue, Google might say, oh, that domain was shut down from this IP address. That IP address also owns these 6 domains. Shut those 6 down too, right? That's where people are going to get fucked.
That's good. Part of the big issue here, and our next topic, is that these big fucking SaaS platform monstrosity companies that we've built all of our strategies around, they don't really give a fuck about how successful you are. They just want you to perceive them as valuable enough that you sign up for your next subscription, right?
Pull up and empty the clip. My shooters pull up and empty the clip. Reload that bitch and then empty again. My shooters pull up and empty the clip. Reload that bitch and then empty again. Pull up and empty the clip. Yeah.